I took shrooms on Saturday, Corey, for the first time in my life. I took shrooms. So I've been anticipating this trip for some years now. I just had to build my confidence up to actually take the shrooms. This is probably the wildest shit I've ever done.
Really?
Corey was supposed to be on this trip.
Yeah. But tell me, you said it was the wildest thing. How come?
All right, so I take it at my mom's house, which is wild.
Yeah, crazy.
But I wanted to take it with my sisters. So I get over there because they're over there at the moment, and I break the shrooms out. I really just brought them over there that night because my sister's been begging me to bring them over. She was like, yo, you've had them for so long and you haven't gave them to us. At this point, I'm just going to take them without you. So I pull them out and I hand her the ones that were supposed to be for her. She just popped some of them immediately. And I said, oh, we're doing this tonight. I didn't know we were doing this tonight. I'm not going to let you go on this trip alone. I break off a few pieces. They said that 1 to 3, something like that, was the microdose type of shit. Somewhere between like 4 to 9 was where you're actually going to get really high. And then like 9 to 16 or 10 to 16, something like that, is when you're going to see shit. Things are going to go crazy. I started with 2.
I was about to say, how many did you take?
I started with 2. My sister started with 2. I left to go get something to eat, and I came back. The 2 weren't kicking for my sister. I take 2 more. She takes 2 more. So now we're 4 hour and a half goes by, something like that. I'm still not feeling anything. I come from the marijuana realm. I've been through it and through it with weed. I'm not really an edibles guy because, number one, I've either gotten too high or I've had so many edibles given to me that didn't work to where I thought they were malfunction, my tolerance is too high, or someone just decided they put regular snacks in a weed bag and distribute it as that, but they weren't real edibles at all. So after about an hour and a half, I'm not feeling anything. I'm like, you know what? Someone gave us the fakes. Like, we got the fakes. I can deal with that, though, because I didn't pay for the shrooms.
The Wookiees.
Yeah, we got the Wookiees. They just gave us regular chocolate. So I'm like, fuck it. If it is real, we gonna find out. Let's take some more. That's
pretty wild of you, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know. I was already at what, like 2 or 4, something like that?
4, I think, at this point.
I'm at 4. I get to 5. I'm popping them by 1 at this point.
Sheesh.
Don't feel it again 10 minutes later. I'll pop another one. I'm at 6. These are chocolate bars, so I'm now at 6 shrooms, basically. Then I get to 7. I stop at 7 because about 2 minutes into the 7th, everything starts to change. I just felt like this really heavy feeling come over my body. Keep it 100. Immediately, I said, "Y'all, I think I took too many." My mother is not of any ilk of drugs or recreational anything. She barely even sips alcohol. She said, "You know what, son? I think you're taking too many." Mama, I got this. Fuck it. You don't know what you're talking about right here. I'll be okay. Yeah. I didn't have this.
Mama was right.
She was right. My sister, one of my sisters took 6. I took 7. The other took 4. Channing, she went to immediately giggling. Like the giggle stage of shrooms. I went through the giggling stage. I laid on the floor. I felt like the floor. I was a part of the ground. You know, we're all together in this.
Right.
The weirdest part about it is we all took our shit separately at different times, but I feel like our highs synced up, which is really
in unison or some shit.
No, we were in unison. It's crazy. I sound like one of those earthy, like.
Nah, for real.
I do, but it's a weird feeling. Yeah, we were all one.
This nigga, you believe the earth was flat?
Big Kyrie vibes. Fuck we talking about.
The earth is flat, big bro.
Everything. See, look, now I sound fucking crazy. Everything just felt like the same thing. Everything felt like the same fucking thing.
We're all one.
My time perception was crazy.
Correct.
Yeah, I called Corey.
Yep.
There was a point in time where I even got on Instagram Live, which is a horrible idea.
Yeah, we got him up off there, though. He wasn't on there too long, yo.
Yeah. But
yeah, you hit me.
I called Corey about an hour and a half after I was off of live, and I asked him, how long have I been off of live? He said 25 minutes. I said, oh, it hasn't been an hour and a half. Oh shit. Everything that I did, I felt like it had been at least 2 hours. I'd look back 5 minutes.
Yeah. Even when you because you called me first, like before you went on live, you had actually called me, and we
Right.
I don't even remember what we talked about, but
I was telling you how fucking high I
was
was.
just gonna say I could tell you was lit.
I couldn't. It's a type of thing where weed, alcohol, any other recreational drug. I haven't taken anything else besides weed, lean. But it affects who you are. That type of drug, with like a psychedelic or shrooms, you're all there. Everything is there, but there's either elements that are heightened, but at the same time elements that are missing. But you can't really put your finger on what is there and isn't. But you're all there in the head.
That's I don't even know where to go with that, but yeah.
I couldn't make my words out. Like, if you remember, I called you. My sentences didn't even sound correct.
They weren't clear.
They weren't clear.
Like, I could tell you was thinking it, but you couldn't say it.
I meant everything though.
Right,
like,
right. I could tell you. It was a nice conversation. You was happy to see me. You know what I'm saying? You was like, Kari.
I was really confused about a lot.
Yeah, bro.
Like the entire night, I was very confused.
Yeah, you asked a lot of questions. Like you said, just going back to even. So then we get off the phone. You go on IG, like we said, then we get you off. But then, like you said, you text me on some more questions. Like, hey, bro, I'm just checking.
How long ago was that? Because I swear to me, that was about an hour and a half after I had gotten off live that I hit you.
Yeah, 25 minutes, man. Just 25 minutes.
I was high from 8 p.m. or somewhere between 8 and 9 p.m. to about 4 in the morning.
Oh, my God.
But the thing about it, before I took shrooms, I was afraid of being that high for that long. But even though it feels like a long time once it's over, it's like, damn, that was quick.
And you may have took too much, too. Like, so.
I definitely took too much.
So, like, I don't know if that adds to it or not. I don't know how this should work.
I was watching the Gervonta Davis fight. Every single time, like, if you know boxing, the canvas, like, if you hit the canvas hard enough, it'll bounce. Every time the canvas bounced, Gervonta or any other boxer, they turned into the elastic lady from The Incredibles. Every time the canvas bounced, them niggas stretched out.
That's what you said on the phone.
Yeah. Every time the canvas bounced, them niggas would stretch out.
Yeah, you did say that, bro.
Man, shit got loopy. Like,
that's hilarious.
I had a hard time sleeping. But once the sleep came, it came. I woke up just about an hour before I had to get over here to pod. I exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. It's not something you do every day. I told, like, someone said they wanted to do it with me. Once I told them they were on, I said, you got to give me like
time.
4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
At the minimum. More than that, probably. But
rate it though. Rate your trip.
10 out of 10.
Okay.
It was amazing. There were points in time that I sat down and I was like, yo, this is better than weed.
Yeah, man. And people don't really understand. This is why I want to experience it, because like it's real life benefits in that. You know what I mean? Like, you can figure out things that you want to figure out about yourself. But even outside of that, there's health benefits. Like, I swear to God, like, there's like a protein powder that I've been looking up. It's like mushrooms, but I'm reading like people
like kratom and shit like that.
Bro, it's like a powder. Like, I don't know how, whatever they do, but like comments, people say they add it to their coffee, their smoothies, and it gives them health benefits. So there's actual like benefits in a trip.
What I will say is, for you to probably, what you're saying is like go into the trip like intentionally.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to do it twice.
Okay. But yeah, I definitely want to go at it that way.
You're gonna have to do it twice.
Okay.
I went into this with intentions,
but still,
your first time is gonna blow your mind to the point that you're gonna be overwhelmed. You're not gonna be able to focus on what your intention is to the point where it's gonna be too much. Your second time, you're gonna be like, all right, I've been around the block with this. Right. Now I can stay focused.
For sure.
I literally, I was like, yo, there were points in time I had the podcast, like things in that like nature on my mind. But that was what my intention was going into this. No, sir. No, sir. Channeled way too many other things.
And you kind of walked into that blind, like, like you say, sisters was just like, hey, let's do it. It's right now. It's do or die. It's do or die, bro.
Yeah, and Channing was super ready. Like, I didn't know she was that mentally ready for that. I told myself I was ready, but at the same time, I was a little afraid.
Of course, as you should.
But I can also tell like I'm not that fucked up of a person. There was no point in my trip that was bad or negative.
That's good.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's really good.
Really living.